This year's FA Cup may only just be starting for some teams, but since August we've been shamelessly looking for our own slice of FA Cup glory. Our journey began with Clapton FC. And while our cameras may not have witnessed any goals in that first tie, the Tons managed to win through in the replay at Stanway Rovers to make the preliminary round for the first time in 8 years. Their win meant we were back at the Spotted Dog ground 2 weeks later as the Tons welcomed Mildenhall Town. And while the fans may have been having fun in the sun, it was Mildenhall who guaranteed themselves a place in the first round qualifying. So transferring our allegiance to Mildenhall, we gave some Americans their first taste of FA Cup football.
My name is Tech Sergeant Joseph Freisleben. I'm from Palm Harbor, Florida.
I'm Airman First Class Teron Daniel. I'm from Georgia.
The American visitors may have enjoyed the experience, but it was Whittam that ended up being the team that we'd be following into the next round. And yet again we were the away side as Whittam travelled to Hemel Hempstead. And manager Gary Kimball took us through his side's challenge for the next round.
Go for it now, fellas. Nothing to f***ing lose now. All right? We're in it still. 1-1.
Despite Gary's efforts, though, Whittam lost out in the replay in a 4-3 thriller, which meant that it was Hemel Hempstead who we'd be supporting as they took on Dulwich in the third qualifying round. And Chairman Dave Boggins let us in on his daily routine as we saw one of the finest games of the round, as Hemel came from behind to comfortably put them within one game of their first appearance in the first round proper, and a day to remember for all Hemel fans. Standing in their way, though, was Sutton United. The conference side are regulars in the early rounds of the FA Cup and have their own famous story of giant killing, having beaten top-flight Coventry City in 1989. And manager Dean Brennan knew it would be a tough test for his side.
They're flying in their league, which is the Conference South, the league above ours, so it'll be a real tough test and we'll have to be at our best if we're going to get into the next round.
The fans, though, were right on side as Hemel showed their intention to book that first round place with an early goal. Sutton, however, were certainly not rolling over, and they stormed back to make it 3-1. A penalty either side of half-time allowed Hemel to draw level at 3-3 before Sutton got a penalty of their own late on. They couldn't make it count. So the game finished 3-3 and the two teams will meet in a replay to see who makes it into that first round proper of the FA Cup.
In the end, there wasn't much in the game. A draw was probably a fair result, so all in all, we might have to change our style a little bit, but it'll be a good game.
A 6-goal thriller there, and tonight in the replay it's finished Sutton United 2, Hemel Hempstead 0. So, sod them, we're now switching allegiances to Sutton and we'll see how they get on in the first round proper in 2 weeks' time.